When you look at yourself in the mirror, is it really a person you see? In fact, your body, only 30 trillion human cells, and host up to 38 trillion bacteria. It can be said that you are only half human at most. The other half is full of microbes. And here's what's even worse. These microbial genes number over 10 million. 500 times the size of your human genome. So who is in control? It's hard to say. Don't think that's alarmist. In fact, from the moment of birth, you're not alone. You were sterile in your mother's womb. But as soon as labor begins, the flora's feast is on. If you are a natural baby, when passing through the birth canal, you're teeming with the microbiota of your mother's birth canal and intestines. To prepare this meet and greet gift for you, the mother actively changes the vaginal flora in the third trimester. Let good bacteria like lactobacillus dominate. Escort you. It's going to colonize your territory first. Train your immune system. Learn to distinguish between friend and foe. Build tolerance to the environment. But if you were a baby born by cesarean section, you lose this group of humans, selected over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Brand probiotics. You will be accompanied by the air from the operating room, the skin of healthcare workers, and unfamiliar flora in the hospital environment. They and their mother. Dear, the microbes in the vagina have nothing to do with it. This will also give you asthma in the future. The risk of immune-related diseases such as allergies doubles. But either way, from the moment we are born, you're not alone. They're armed with microbes, a little symbiote of teeth. Even if the camera is advanced to 2 billion years ago, you will find that we are inseparable from bacteria. That year, our ancestor cells ate a bacterium. Let him live in the structure of the cell. Change. It becomes a tiny power station that provides us with energy. First three-dimensional since then. The sudden rise of truth and life. Multicellular life was born one after another. In other words, every cell in your body. The ancient promise that has been passed down. Why you are you. In a sense, thanks to that bacterial annexation 2 billion years ago. Maybe when you see this, you will ask, so many bacteria linger in my body. Aren't you afraid of accidents? After all, we grew up with the idea that bacteria are pathogens. Wash your hands with soap. Disinfect with alcohol. Sterilize with antibiotics. Don't worry after you kiss your partner. Also do deep cleaning. It is estimated that a hot kiss, 1 billion bacteria, from one mouth to another. But the party is over. The resident microbes in your body will be completely cleared within a day. Clean up most of the stray bacteria brought by the other party. Although occasionally bad guys take the opportunity to lurk, but they're in the minority. Actually, tens of thousands of microbes inhabit our bodies. There are only 1,400 kinds of diseases that can be cured in the population, less than 5%. But it's also the black sheep of 1,000 species. It is responsible for about 1/3 of all human deaths worldwide. But don't be afraid. The remaining 95% of the good people serve you is awesome. They even form invisible organs. Helps do many jobs that human cells cannot. Take digestion. You and I can only make 20 digestive enzymes on our own. But gut microbes can produce up to 10,000. One could even say, you eat a large part of your meal. It's actually feeding bacteria. The feces they decompose. It has become our nourishment. It is estimated that 10 to 15% of your daily energy intake. It's all given to you by these flora. Not only that, the gut microbes are also powerful little chemical factories. Can synthesize nutrients that our cells cannot make on their own. Like vitamins, KB family survival, prime. There's also some amazing metabolism that has anti-inflammatory properties. Thing. They fill holes in our physiology. Let more food resources be put to good use. Let alone as much as 90% of the serotonin in your body. It's all in the gut microbes. In partnership with intestinal wall cells. Produced. They pass through the vagus nerve or blood channel. Put your emotions and appetite together. And even behavior. If one day you are suddenly upset, maybe it's the gut buddy in the dark. In giving orders, even your dietary preferences can be attacked by certain bacteria. Some are Tang Jun. It secretly sends a signal when there's a lack of sugar. Lure you to fantasize about sweets, so that they can expand their power. Sounds a little aggrieved. But most of the time, there's nothing malicious. After all, only you have a good life. The army is better off. Certainly, not all microbes are perfect neighbors. It's more like they signed a peace treaty with us. Just do your part. Keep balance. We are at peace and even mutually beneficial. But once the microecology is out of balance, so here's the problem. Resident bacteria, some honest bacteria, may take advantage of, become an opportunistic pathogen. A classic example is the difficult drawdown of the army. Usually he is suppressed by other services and does nothing. But when antibiotics wiped out the other armies, he can turn over and be the boss. Causes tricky long eyes. We all understand. Antibiotics are magic drugs, bringing countless medical miracles. But he is also like a nuclear weapon. Indiscriminate. Ransack the bacterial world. Both good and bad troops will be blown up together. Just a few rounds of treatment. Some important species of bacteria could become extinct. You will also lose important lines of defense again and again. And these effects can add up. Let every generation pass on the micro. Life is less than money. Once. This may also be because children today are not so patient. The reason for the fuck. And here's what's even scarier. Bacteria are incredibly resilient. 20 minutes around. Mutation is mutation. And the random mutation that has a resistance gene. Under the sweep of antibiotics, surviving disease spreads like crazy through microbial social networks, transferring resistance to other strains. The consequence of this is, every time humans develop a new antibiotic, often only enjoy a very short victory window, and then more resistant strains come back. To this day, the micro-championship was repeated by the competition. Some bacteria acquire a variety of resistance to almost all commonly used antibiotics. They're called superbugs. 700,000 people die each year from drug-resistant infections, as more antibiotics fail, and that number is soaring. Bacteria in the human body today, yes, 2/3 of the antibiotics we use, you get resistance. From this trend, they are all antibiotics. A day of drug resistance. It will come soon. And we're really in big trouble. In this era of reinforced concrete and disinfectant, we want to get away from everything. Escape the struggle with microbes. But here's the thing. We are not an island. No absolute control. We can't do without the undoubted synergy of the microbes. You can't just resist the army. Disinfection and other means rule them. Rational use of antibiotics. Maintain ecological balance in the body, while protecting the health of yourself and others. We also save a slice for our microbial partners. Living place. After all, 4 billion years of microbial evolution completed the foundation of the world, and we only make up 1/1000 of the end of his life. If it weren't for this invisible microscopic soil nourishment, how can we stand on the heights of civilization today? Earth in this grand symbiotic evolution, that dividing line with microbes. Is it a mark made by a scientist's scalpel? Or our self-righteous dominance?